In the summer of 2018, Star Wars vintage collector Kyle was doing what a lot of us collectors have done, hitting local garage sales in hope of finding some vintage Star Wars goodies. By this time, 2018, finding anything vintage Star Wars was rare. The golden age of finding vintage Star Wars figures at garage sales had dried up. Ever since Star Wars returned to the mainstream, everyone believed anything Star Wars related was worth millions of dollars, and they threw it up on eBay rather than sell it at a garage sale. But that doesn't mean to give up, as Kyle would learn when he found a handful of vintage Star Wars figures loose, all from the Power of the Force era. That's a goldmine find for sure, as the 1985 Power of the Force line is the rarest line of figures from the vintage run. One of these figures really caught his eye. It was the Death Star Gunner. However, what stood out first was it was missing the red paint in the eye area of the figure. This was over 30 years old, so it could have been just rubbed off with a lot of play. He then quickly noticed the silver on the figure was also gone, so he started to look a little closer, noticing that the arms had almost a rubber-like feel to it, and strangest of all, there was no copyright date on the back of the figure's leg. Doesn't matter how often a kid played with a figure, the date stamp on the back of the leg wouldn't just wear off. Something was odd about the figure for sure, so Kyle bought the figure and headed home. He then quickly started searching online to find exactly what this figure was. Could it have been a bootleg action figure? Anything at this time was still possible, but his searching on the internet found little. So he turned to Facebook, where he posted on the Imperial Commissary Facebook group photos of his figure he found at the garage sale in Michigan. Soon other collectors of the group were trying to solve the mystery also. Some thought the paint was just missing from some hard cleaning. Others thought maybe there was no copyright date due to being a variant. But there were no known variants of this figure without a copyright date, so the search continued. But then one of the collectors believed he figured it out, as the figure looked like to him a Death Star Gunner first shot. The known first shots of the Death Star Gunner had no paint, like Kyle's figure, no copyright stamp on the back of the leg, also like Kyle's figure, and like the figure Kyle found, the arms were made more rubbery than the hard plastic the figure had in release. So what is the first shot? Is it the same as a prototype? Well, the short answer is a first shot is the very first plastic figure to come from the steel molds. First shots are mostly identical to the produced figure, unlike a prototype which can be a first concept look at the figure. They are not painted, and sometimes different color molds will be used. So one mystery is solved and another mystery began. How in 30 years did this figure go from Kenner in Cincinnati, Ohio to a garage sale in Michigan to the hand of a fellow collector? Sadly, that mystery will probably never be solved, but it's good to know this figure at least found its way into a collector's hand. So remember that next time you pass a garage sale and think, they don't have anything good. You never know what you will find. Well, that's a look at the first shot Death Star Gunner found at a Michigan garage sale. As always, please thumb up if you like my content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.